Welcome to this episode of Your Music, Your Story. You can tell from the title of this one that this is going to be the end. I'm coming to the conclusion I don't have the patience for getting guests, I think. It's been tough. It's been tough. It's been a lot of, sending out messages that, yeah, let's do it, let's do it. And then never hearing from people again, then trying to keep up, and after so many, I just lost. I couldn't keep track of who I was supposed to get back to, and the same song and dance would happen again. Yeah, let's do it, but then nothing ever happened, and I just don't think I have the patience for it. I and so I don't have the patience to keep doing this. It's too frustrating for me. So this will be the last episode of Your Music, Your Story in this regards. I don't know. Maybe I'll continue doing something else. I don't really know what. I haven't done an episode. Excuse me. Um, yeah, I haven't done an episode. I didn't do one last week. Did one on the 7th. And I've been trying to think of what if I keep going with this podcast, what am I going to do? How do I want to do it? I don't want to do it with just me. That's boring. Meh. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what the future brings. Maybe I'll just play some songs or write some songs once a week and put them on. I really don't know. Not sure, which is sad because although the finding guests has been very frustrating, has been a very frustrating thing. I really did like chatting with people. I like chatting with friends that I've known. Big shout out to Dave, who been on here a few times for helping me out, but also other friends I know, just to getting them a little bit better, getting to know their lives, their musical stories, and then also people that I've never met in my entire life. They're just a slum of them. We happen to like a similar post, and so they knew their band, so I hit them up. For example, Speedy Fun from Paris. No, was it Paris? I'm not sure. Anyway, we happened to like a common post, and so I hit them up, and they said, "Yeah." So that aspect of this I really have enjoyed, and I will miss it because I like chatting. I like hearing people's stories about just who they are as people, what they got going on in their lives, what makes them the musician that they are, what got them into it, why they do it, the instruments that they play, and then just who they were in life. I will really miss that because I do. That is the biggest joy for me. It's just I'm running out of patience with finding guests. It's been way too frustrating. I've got such a list of people that I'm hitting up, and I'm losing who I'm supposed to be talking to. It's just maybe I'm not. Yeah, I just don't have the patience for it anymore. So this is going to be the end of this one. Maybe I'll do some more in the future. I don't know. At this point, I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. Thought about doing, so my brother and I were talking about doing a conspiracy podcast. So we still need to get that together and what exactly we're going to do and how we want to do it. Because same thing with music. I like hearing people's stories. Some I think are just complete nut jobs and are just too much of wackadoodles. I don't know why you believe in anyway what you believe, but whatever. Anyway, so we gotta work with my brother. I know he's really busy. We'll get something going with a conspiracy. My idea of this conspiracy podcast or whatever. I mean, I'll be honest, it's a selfish reason. I just want to socialize, and hey, might as well make a podcast out of it. But would just be, for example, today I was watching a video on MH370, the flight that went down from Malaysia. So the podcast in those regards would be okay. Here's what we know. Here's the determinable facts. So the pros essentially for an argument, the cons for an argument, and then just talk about the conspiracy. Maybe every now and then we'll have guests. I'm a little concerned about that because some people are just nutbags. They're just complete whack jobs, and I really don't want to talk to some of those people. So I don't know if we ever get it going. That's what it's going to be. listen to, so we can have just talking about some of these conspiracies. I'd have no problem with just about any conspiracy, government conspiracies, religion conspiracies, aliens, you name it. I have no problem. I like to hear stories, what people believe, and question them. Hey, and see what they got, see if they have any proof. I think some of them just don't have any evidence, and because there is nothing there, it's easy to form a conspiracy because you don't know anything. So you can believe whatever you want. So there's that. I've also wanted to do a political podcast, just talking about, current affairs and just politics in general. Big issue that I have with that is people don't know how to talk politics and not take it personally and not hold a grudge and not be angry and bitter and nasty and mean and vindictive. I just, I don't really, I don't know. Not sure because I want to do it. I like it. If I could find someone who has essentially is like me, that they can have their beliefs, whether right or left. I don't mind being questioned. Don't mind being proven wrong. Don't mind being proven right. I just want to talk about stuff. So if I can find someone like that, I would do a podcast, maybe about politics, and just talk about what's going on. I will get maybe the podcast thing will change. So I have filed paperwork at the Riverside ROV office, Register of Voters office, to be on the Central Committee for the GOP Central Committee for Riverside or District 60. No, 39. I don't know what my paperwork is. I think it's 60. Anyway, so who knows? I've heard that there is a lot of people don't function like a normal human being in the Riverside GOP Central Committee. So we'll see. Running for, I put my paperwork in. From what I understand, talking with a lady, that they got there's 6 positions, and only I think it's 5 people filed paperwork, and one of them didn't qualify. So really, maybe it's 6 and one didn't qualify, or 5 and one didn't qualify. So basically, what that means is, my understanding is all I got to do is show up, vote for myself on November 8th, and I'm already in. So we'll I don't know. Maybe I not want to do anything with politics after that. Because that might be bad. I don't know. We'll see. I've always enjoyed politics. So anyway, so we'll see. I don't know what I'm gonna do. The struggle that I'm having with this podcast is I don't want to do anything on my own. I don't want to just do me. Here's all this stuff, me, because I think that it's boring. It's dumb. I want to talk with people. I want to interact with people. I want to have a back and forth with someone. So that's the struggle been with this podcast, is it's just finding people to show up and getting them to either come to the house, let me go to their house, or do it over Zoom. It just hasn't worked. It's been frustrating as all get out. I will have to say, big shout out to all those who have joined me. When I was going through the list this week, just thinking about a lot of the interviews, and I'll tell you, there was one that not the biggest fan of. Not the biggest fan of one of them. It was awkward. It was weird to me. I think that they thought they were thinking that it was a little bit more. They had to be and I don't. It was weird to me. It's like, look, I was talking with Dave about this one too, about, they're kind of taking it seriously and how they look and their image and all that stuff. And Dave's like, they're not to realize they got Legos in the back over here. You got some 3D printed. You got some carpentry books back there. Got some church books. I think there's even some comic books back there, or not comic books, but no, maybe I moved them. Maybe there's some Where's Waldo books. So you got Legos, Where's Waldo's book, church books, carpentry books, music theory books. Yeah, I'm pretty sure being serious is not what this podcast is about. But they treated us with, we got to be serious in our image and whatever, dude. But it's just going through. It's been fun. I've loved talking with people. And also shout out again, Fallen Legacies, No Consent. They were the first ones to talk with me. They didn't know who I was. They didn't know anything about me. I had no episodes. I had just done one just introduction to myself and then one to Dave with the one with David. That's all I had. That's I didn't have anything else. And I hit them up and they're like, shoot, yeah, come out. So I talked out, went out to Hemet, talked with Fallen Legacies, and then went out to Big Bear and talked with No Consent. So shout out to those guys for taking a risk on someone they didn't even know as I was getting this podcast going. But it's been fun. It's been fun to listen to new music, listen to people's stories. And again, I think all the music on here I have that are on my plate. I don't want to say playlists. I don't do playlists, but I go through and listen to these people on a regular basis. Just because it's fun music that I didn't know. Some of it I did know, like Josh and Jason and Nate Fung with the Maxis and Dave. So I knew them. So I already had the Maxis. So that didn't count. But a lot of these other ones have just been fun, and I still listen to them. I will say, shout out. Nowadays, when I practice my drums, a lot. I don't know what started. I don't even know how it started, but sometimes one of the ways I'll do is I'll just put on a YouTube video. So I think it started with some Rancid. I think I played a Rancid song, just went over to what was next, which was oh, they're a ska band. Why can't I think of who they are? It's All Brothers and then the girl singer, the Interrupters, I think. Anyway, I think it went for the Interrupters and then someone else. And I think I had just done Bite Me Bambi. And so then a Bite Me Bambi song pulled up. And I knew Bite Me Bambi. I knew the name somewhat, but I don't know. I've been listening to a lot of Bite Me Bambi has been my drum practice was Bite Me Bambi. Goodness gracious, I can't even talk. Bite Me Bambi has been a lot of my drum practicing. But yeah, it's just been fun. It's fun to listen to new music. There's some questionable folks right there. I don't listen to their music at all. But everyone else, though, everyone else is. For example, yesterday I happened to we were talking with Dave on I think it's Friday, and Cadaver. We were talking about Cadaver Pudding, so I had to go listen to me some Cadaver Pudding. Those dudes just crack me up. They make me laugh so hard. So I've enjoyed meeting with people. I've enjoyed new music. Another one, A Frequency Within. They got a video that is now in my drum practice loop. But man, just going through these lists of names. I say Out of Chaos was looking for a bass player. I think had quit. Their bass player had quit, and I thought, man, do I hit him up? Do I play bass? I never did though. But anyway, so I just want to say a big thanks to everyone who has joined me through this last year with doing these episodes, having good chats, meeting good people. Did go to the Bite Me Bambi because my wife, after I had done that episode, she went somewhere in Corona. She was coming back listening to it, and she's like, "I really like those guys." So then we went and to one of the Bite Me Bambis. I think in the Glass House. I think it was. Not sure, or I guess T-Bone. It wasn't Bite Me Bambi. T-Bone Willie. But anyway, so we'll see. We'll see what. I don't know what's up, what's going on in the future, what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna move forward. I just can say that I'm tired. I just don't know if I have the patience to keep contacting people and yeah, let's do it. And then nothing. I don't hear back from them forever. All right, let's try it again. And yeah, let's do it. Nothing and nothing. So anyway, well, everybody, thanks for joining me. Thanks for the listening. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to listen to some of my episodes. I know when I go back and list, some of them are kind of sketchy. And when I did the first one, my mom sent me a message. I listened to it. Maybe you should talk about writing out what you're going to say. I said no, because I don't want to, and I'm not going to. But she did kind of have a point. Sometimes I can get a little bit rambling and a little bit lost. But anyway, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the future brings. See if I keep doing. If I do less or more, I don't know. Maybe a whole nother podcast. We shall see. So thank you again, everyone, and a shout out to everyone who's joined me, who's let me play their music, and a lot of great music now that I get to listen to. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Everyone have a lovely Sunday. Later.